summers. We played water fights, stayed up at night, and dreamed of ways through the world. I still remember the first time I kissed you. The look on your face as I grazed your lips with my lips. Our worlds collided. Those were the days when everything was possible. Our dreams were alive. We had a fire inside. Those were the days. Those were the days. I'll always remember that cold night you told me we're not two, but we're gonna be three. In 8 months we'll be a family. Those were the days when everything was possible. Our dreams were alive. We had a fire inside. Those were the days. Right from the beginning, I knew that I loved you. Girl, we've got something amazing. It's just me and you, still so much to do. Right from the beginning, I knew that I loved you. Girl, we've got something amazing. It's just me and you, still so much to do. We've been together for as long as I can remember. We have history, made memories. I choose you and me, baby. These are the days, and everything's still possible. Our dreams are alive. We've got that fire inside. These are the days. These are the days.
I know many of you have travelled from Victoria and New South Wales to be here. Today, Glenn, you represent Lisa's single status up until this moment in a loving and personal gesture, escorting her here to stand beside Andrew, the man she loves and the man she wishes to marry, and the father of her beautiful children. Do you give your blessings and support to this marriage?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Thank you. Give a kiss goodbye.
Mwah. Who's doing the flowers?
Just keep them. Okay. And I'll take them off here.
Come over here.
Don't be frightened of her.
I love it.
Well, Mushy and Lisa, welcome finally to your wedding ceremony. Give them a big round of applause. We're finally here. I know there are some very strong bonds, as you've all watched the relationship between them develop until this moment. So you are all integral part of their relationships. And your presence here today confirms that relationship and it adds support and strength to their marriage. I know it's an exciting day for all involved. I know Lisa thought that this day would absolutely never ever come, having just clocked over 14 years together. And yet here we are. So both of you take it all in, enjoy the moment and be completely present. It was always going to happen. The timing just needed to be right for both of you. Well, another special relationship is from a parent to a child. So, to Azela and Harvey, it is so wonderful for your mummy and daddy to have you both here, sharing in their joy, as you are both such a tangible and a beautiful gift that they have already received. And they realizing that by marrying, not only their lives are changed, but yours as well, as you truly become one. Well, let me share with you all a little as to how we came to be here. This relationship had its beginnings when Lisa and Andrew first met through Lisa's brother, and they rapidly became good friends. Friendship is literally the cornerstone of their relationship, as they admire each other's qualities and what they bring to that relationship, sharing importantly the same morals and values. They've been living and loving ever together since, with their family home in Currumbin. They enjoy each other's company, as they're literally inseparable, as their lives revolve around one another, sharing general family life and all the joys and craziness that encompasses having children that share their world. They love spending time with their families, the outdoors, the beach, socialising with friends, which is indicative of how many guests are here today, sharing this special and sacred moment with them. They are now more content, and they both share an unconditional love for each other, representing each other's differences and reveling in the time that they do get to spend together. They work very hard. Andrew, as we know, is a Sparky, and Lisa juggling the world's most important and hardest rewarding job that there is, that is raising their family as well as personal training. Together they're looking forward to a future of good health and happiness with their two beautiful children and the latest addition to their family, Raffy, their beautiful border collie, with no second guessings, no secrets, and remaining best friends until they're old and grey. There are so many words that I could say here today about marriage. For Lisa and Andrew, it is a special friendship and a loving partnership. It means a rock of support or a soft place to fall. It is the ultimate friendship, trusting, honest, intimate and evolving, laughing together and loving one another through all of the years that you'll share. And when I asked these two to describe each other in just a few words, Lisa described Mushy as caring, reserved, calming and funny. He makes her laugh. He describes Lisa as confident with her effervescent nature, takes him out of his comfort zone, and essentially they fit. To marry is to mutually have a commitment of building your life together. You already embrace living together, and now you will embark on the next part of your journey with a full understanding that marriage is about caring. It's about supporting and respecting each other, not just today when it is filled with so much joy, but for all of your days. You have come together out of desire to be loved and to give love, to provide support and encouragement to each other, to embrace the next and exciting possibilities that your life together can offer you. To love another requires courage, to lay it all on the line, to reveal your true self, but looking outward in the same direction and treating one another always with the utmost respect. As the I becomes we, the me becomes us, and the us becomes family. It sounds so very easy, but it's not. As you found with the joy and the love of your beautiful children, your love is ever changing. As the years go by, you'll find that there's a depth of love there that you never knew even existed, let alone giving. And that's a love that comes with time and with age. The love that you've shared these 14 years has already changed. It will continue to do so. So make each and every one of those days special. And how you do that is entirely up to you. It can seem an insurmountable task at times, but at others, seemingly no effort at all. So balance those out with love, patience and tolerance, and trust that your best friend has your back. You've both still got so much more to experience and to look forward to. Friendship, I know, is an essential ingredient for the healthy marriage. You have your children, but put yourselves and your relationship first. Today is your wedding. It is not your marriage. It's an emotional intimacy. It's a willingness to let someone into your life and be able to share your thoughts and your feelings honestly. It is being who you really are and accepting your friend, your life partner, as he or she really is. Not moulding that person into your ideal, not criticizing the faults or judging decisions, but praising them and looking past them to see the positive and the good, never taking one another for granted. Your relationship has grown and matured into a sincere and passionate friendship of trust, warmth, openness, laughter, understanding, and importantly, love. As you confront the future, facing new challenges, as husband and wife, may you always grow together, honouring, respecting, and cherishing each other through all of that life may have in store for you. You're about to join together with your vows of marriage. These vows are beautiful words, representing even more beautiful intentions. You will find that as you live these vows, over the years, investing your time and your love and your commitment. Well, marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union between two people, to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. But before you are joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am to remind you both of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now both about to enter. Understanding this, I'm going to ask you firstly, Andrew, do you wish to take Lisa as your wife, to continue to live together in marriage, knowing her love for you and returning it, realizing her strengths and learning from them, recognizing her weaknesses and helping her to overcome them? Do you promise to continue loving and supporting Lisa for the rest of your life?
I will.
And Lisa, do you wish to take Andrew as your husband, to continue to live together in marriage, knowing his love for you and returning it, realizing his strengths and learning from them, recognizing his weaknesses and helping him to overcome them? Do you promise to continue loving and supporting Andrew for the rest of your life?
I do.
Well, family and friends, Lisa and Andrew have chosen one another from all the possible partners in the world. They love one another deeply, obviously, and truly, as they wouldn't be here today. They will need your love and support in the years to come. Turn to one another first, as I said, but always remember you are surrounded by people who love you dearly. So don't be afraid to reach out in times of need, as they will be there for you just as they are today. So now, Andrew, I invite you to say your legal and then your secret vows. Well, they have been a secret right up until this point. You ready?
I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Andrew Luke Bragg, take you, Lisa Marie Pankhurst, to be my lawful wedded wife. Lisa, you have been my best friend, my mentor, my rock, and the mother to our beautiful children. You understand me better than anyone else in this world and help me better myself more than you could ever imagine. Words can't explain how well we work together. 14 years in, and I know our bond will only grow tighter. I promise this will never change and to always be there for you, except maybe if Willy Weather scissors a glass out. I could not wish for a better person to spend the rest of my life with, so I'm truly grateful to be a part of your life, which as of today becomes our life together.
That's so sweet. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I can do that. Okay. I call upon the persons here to witness that I, Lisa Marie Pankhurst, take you, Andrew Luke Bragg, to be my lawful wedded husband. Mushy, I love you with my whole heart, and you are my best friend, my companion for life, my everything. And I can't wait to call you my husband. My love and commitment began with a friendship. I didn't know then, when our friendship began, that this tall, shy, and seriously funny friend was everything that I've been waiting for. I remember back in our single days saying to you that I wanted to meet someone just like you, someone that I can go surfing with, someone that's funny and easy to get along with. And you agreed too that you wanted to meet someone just like me. But little did we know that sparks would eventually fly between us and we'd end up here today, 2 kids, a dog and a house later, saying our wedding vows to each other. I love you because you're such a great listener and I can talk underwater. I'm often late and you're always on time. And I love how your hugs feel perfect and how your daggy dad dancing cracks me up every time. I love your family values and how great a father you are to our 2 beautiful kids. We're best friends and I promise to be there through the ups and the downs, and I'll keep loving you for the million little things that you do that make you unique and make me smile. I'm so happy you finally summed up the courage to ask me to marry you the night of Harvey's first birthday, even if it took you months to propose. I can't believe you carried that ring around for months. Like, seriously, I was going to say yes. So with that, I promise to love you, laugh with you, and laugh at myself. I even promise to put up your favourite TV fishing shows without complaining, if you put up with me watching Married at First Sight. I promise to save you the last Tim Tam, even though it's been sitting in the fridge for a week and I know you really want me to eat it. But I'll save it for you. And I promise to make sure we have enough of your favourite Byron Bay chili sauce in the fridge, even though you don't need it. My steaks are really good. And I promise to be as silly, annoying and spontaneous as I am now, even when we're old, grey and wrinkly. You mean the world to me, and there's no one else I'd rather talk to at the end of a hard, rough day, and no one else's opinion I value more than yours. And there's no other smile that means more to me than the one smiling back at me right now. So Mushy, I'm the luckiest woman here, and I couldn't imagine growing old with anyone else but you. So today, before all our friends and family, I stand here and I say, from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, I promise to love you all the days of my life. You ready?
I think somebody's ready with these rings, don't you? Okay. Yep. Ready, Hubby?
I don't know which one's which.
No, that's okay. If you want to give them to Mum and Dad and they'll work out which one's which. That's probably the easiest, hey? Okay, do you want to take them out?
Okay. And put it.
Yeah, pop the boxes down.
Okay.
Can we swap spaces, Harvey? Or you happy to stand there? Yeah, okay. Dad, this is what you're saying. Okay, your left hand, sweetheart. Lisa, with this ring,
Lisa, with this ring,
I marry you.
I marry you
And bind your life.
and bind your life,
together.
bind our life together.
With Azayla.
With Azayla and Harvey,
It symbolizes.
it symbolizes
My
my everlasting friendship
and the promise of our tomorrow.
and the promise of our tomorrows.
Get it on there.
And you should have the other one.
Oh yes, I can put that on.
Let's put that all important engagement ring on too while we're there. The one that was the intention, the one that was the promise. So now it's a living, breathing next to that beautiful wedding ring. Okay, Lisa, you ready to pop Andrew's on? Andrew, with this ring,
Andrew, with this ring,
I marry you
I marry you
and bind our life together.
and bind our life together
With Azayla,
with Azayla and Harvey,
it symbolizes
and it symbolizes
my everlasting
my everlasting friendship
and the promise of our tomorrows.
and the promise of our tomorrows.
Well, congratulations, you two. You've just sealed the deal with your first gift of those wedding rings. The most beautiful partnership in the world is a marriage, which you have both now accepted. So may your relationship strengthen throughout a long and happy journey together. May you be the sharer of dreams, the supporter in each other in all of life's challenges and joys. May you encourage and inspire each other to the end of your days. And may you celebrate the beauty in the ordinary in the everyday. And may no one ever come between you, except maybe Harvey and Azayla. So now, by the powers vested in me and by the laws in Australia, it is my sincere and very great pleasure to declare that you are indeed husband and wife. There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are just going to take a moment to sign the registers and we'll be back with you shortly. But can I have Danae and Ryan to please come forward as witnesses?
Zayla.
Thank you.
Let me cover your little cutie.
Mama, don't you worry about your daughter, 'cause you're leaving her in real good hands. I'm a real good man. Now the picture of this man is slowly coming into view. Papa, don't you fret and don't forget that one day you was in my shoes. Somehow you paid your dues. Now you're the picture of the man that I someday wanna be. I know it's hard watching the changes in our lives, but I wanna make your daughter my wife. Mama, don't you worry about your daughter, 'cause you're leaving her in real good hands. I'm a real good man. Now the picture of this love is slowly coming into view. Papa, don't you fret and don't forget that one day you was in my shoes. Somehow you paid your dues. Now you're the picture of the man that I someday wanna be. I know it's hard watching the changes in our lives, but I wanna make your daughter my wife. Oh, mama, don't you worry about your daughter, 'cause you're leaving her in real good hands. I'm a real good man. Now the picture of this love is surely coming into view.
The two of us have seen it all. Our story's been heartache and wonder. This universe ain't big enough to keep us apart, no, not ever. How many times did we stumble? How many times was it worth every fall? There's just something that keeps us together. Whenever my world moves from yours, I will always be with you. Got your name on my heart in the shape of a tattoo. It's my favorite piece of art. There ain't nothing like you in this world that I know. And darling, I will never let you go. I will always be with you. You will always be here in my heart. The two of us, we got it all. Don't need no designer distractions, 'cause in the end, I found a friend, my one and my only obsession. How many times did we stumble? How many times was it worth every fall? There's just something that keeps us together. Whenever my world moves from yours, I will always be with you. Got your name on my heart in the shape of a tattoo. It's my favorite piece of art. There ain't nothing like you in this world that I know, and darling, I will never let you go. I will always be with you. You will always be here in my heart. Come on, join me in this dance, an impossible romance. Take one step at a time and I won't let go. I will always be with you. Got your name on my heart in the shape of a tattoo. It's my favorite piece of art. There ain't nothing like you in this world that I know, and darling, I will never let you go. I will always be with you. You will always be here in my heart. You will always be here in my heart. You will always be here in my heart.
Lisa, Harvey, Zayla, and Andrew, and I couldn't wish for a better daughter. Very proud, and Andrew's been a really good husband there. What else can I say is that I think it's fantastic. Very proud of you, Lisa. And Andrew, please keep going. I can't say too much more. All I can do is say if the old stories, you know, when Michael wanted to kill you on that push bike when you were going down the hill, you were too short for the back brakes and you're screaming all the way down the hill. Yeah, but you survived, you know, and yeah, so that's all I can say is welcome to the family, Andrew. My family, and welcome to your family. Yeah. I'm hopeless at this, but okay. Thank you.
All right, so good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can I say ladies and gentlemen in this crowd? Congratulations again, Lisa and Mushy. That was a beautiful ceremony, and Lisa, you look stunning today. This has been a long time coming, and Mushy is very lucky to have you. You're a wonderful mother, you have a beautiful heart, and you're extremely patient. I first became aware of this patience back in your dating days, where you would come 10-pin bowling with us, even though you hated it so much, so you wouldn't play, but you'd bring a book to read to keep you occupied while we played. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Wes. I've known Mushy for over 20 years now. I first got to know Mushy properly around grade 9 or 10. So we were around 14 or 15. He was relatively short, he had a narrow jawline, and he had this awesome hairstyle, which I describe as a cross between a bowl cut and an undercut, part down the middle with curtains open to reveal his eyes. He still had that long neck, so his head essentially looked like a mushroom. And so the nickname Mushy was born. Kids at that age can be so cruel. Most of us end up with a nickname that it's our name, with a few letters chopped off, the start or the end, or we add an O on the end. But to his credit, he owned the name and it stuck with him ever since. Although it's been decades since he's had that hairstyle, we still call him Mushy and he's still a fun guy. Now, we all know Mushy. He's a bit of a bright spark now, but that always hasn't been the case. When we were around 16 or 17, we worked at the same fruit shop in Palm Beach. Mushy asked the manager one day if he could learn to do the checkouts. This is a very complicated job, the checkouts. But the manager didn't think Mushy was capable of such a difficult job, and his strong points were sweeping the floor out the back and bagging the potatoes. Now, in between the ages of around 18 to 21, Mushy, myself and some others here, we'd quite often hit the nightclubs, as you do at that age, very unsuccessfully, might I add too. But it's no surprise looking back. I mean, we were both just skinny, 6 foot tall guys. At least that's what our driver's licenses said. One night, we decided to head up to Brisbane. We were in line to get into a club, and it was a chick checking IDs this night. And she asks Mushy if he has any other ID on him other than his driver's license. And Mushy says, "Can I ask what's wrong with it?" And she says, "Because on here, it says you're 180 centimetres tall, and clearly you're a lot taller than that." And he was more like 193 or 6'4". So he would have got his licence when he was around 17 years old, and he probably was 180 centimetres at the time, but he'd grown like 5 inches between 17 and 20, so he wasn't always that tall. I think she eventually ended up letting us into the club, but we didn't go in because we didn't pay the $20 cover charge or something like that. Okay, one last story I have here. Back in September 2015, Monday night, we were playing basketball at Talabudra, as we do most Monday nights. I happened to be on the bench at the time, and I hear my phone ringing. It's my wife. I'm thinking, what's she calling me for? She knows I'm at basketball. Something must be up. So I answer it. She says, "Mushy's got to go. Lisa's been trying to call him. She's having the baby." I'm like, oh shit. I look up, and Mushy's just been fouled. I thought, oh great, so he can get out of there. I yell out, "Mushy, you've got to go. Lisa's having the baby." He looks at me. I'm pretty sure he's heard me. Now, anyone who knows Mushy knows he doesn't show a lot of emotion, so it's hard to tell what he's thinking. But he still takes his 2 free throws before he leaves. And so it turns out he doesn't make it home in time, and Harvey's been born in the bathroom. But beneath all that stolidness, you won't find a more genuine, down-to-earth, honest and caring father, brother, son and mate. Now, my wife, she says I don't listen or something like that. But one tip to sharpen your memory, if you forget your wedding anniversary one year, you'll never forget that again. So that's a tip from a married man to you. So everyone, if you want to join me, raise your glasses as we toast to the bride and groom, to Lisa and Mushy.
Hello, can everyone hear me? Mark, can you hear me in the back? So, yes, I'm Isabel. Panky and I have been friends since high school, and she has asked that I come up and give a bit of a lovey-dovey speech, but that's not really me. So I thought I might tell you some funny stories from Panky at high school, and then just some other funny ones. So I thought I'd start with, we became friends because we share a mutual love of stupid television shows like South Park and House Gang. And that's how we became friends. But at school, Panky used to ask some really vague and vapid questions, And I don't have a lot of patience at the best of times. So I used to say, "Oh, Panky is such a bastard." Anyway, over the course of the year, it degenerated to the point that I had a sign that I kept in my pocket that whenever she asked anything stupid, I would just hold the sign up and nothing else. And you might all be a bit shocked, but don't be alarmed by my Dr. Goebbels' skills in brainwashing, because her first email address was actually panky_bastard@hotmail.com. The only other story that I wanted to leave you with is Panky is known for being very, very tight. She probably just paid for this wedding with money that she saved. So when she was having her first baby, she said, "I'm going to save so much money. I'm going to make my own baby wipes. All you need is paper towel and, I don't know, some other random ingredient." So we were very concerned that this baby's bum would be red raw with these Povo baby wipes. But anyway, it appears that she perhaps realised that the cost wasn't such a great saving, or maybe it was time, because I think she used normal ones. So that's probably all from me. I think she wants me to say a toast to the happy couple, which there you go, and good luck, and see ya. I'm Isabel. Bye.
Well, good evening, everybody. I'd just like to say thank you so much for being here on this really joyous occasion and celebrating Andrew and Lisa's wedding. On behalf of my son, as a proud parent, I would just like to say I'm so proud. For having such a beautiful son who's kind and thoughtful, and a beautiful parent, and now husband to Lisa. So cheers everybody, and have a wonderful night.
For those of you that don't know me, my name is Azayla. I'm glad that Mum and Dad are married now so we can party. Tonight we are celebrating love. Let me tell you some of the things I love. I will love my Mum and Dad forever. I love them because they give me cuddles. I love how Dad always takes us out to new places or even just to the beach. I love Mummy because she feeds me. Well, I also love her because she's always there for me. But most of all, I love that now we all have something to brag about, because now my mum is a brag too. That's it from me, guys. See you at the bar. Your shout!